Hello everyone, Daniel Kerr here. So I want to discuss a couple of things, and then at the end of it I'm going to demonstrate some of the techno that I've been working on. I've been throwing these different techno templates together in the Octatrack, and I'm going to throw a bunch of those up on eBay later. I'll put the link into the description. Also, I did a couple of things. I really like high-end sound design, and so I put together some really nice orchestral impacts and things, and I threw those together as well, and those I'm going to give away for free. So definitely check the description. They go well with a lot of tech house and minimal techno, things like that. Okay, one of the things that I've noticed, and I mentioned this in another video, is that when you have a sample going, if it has long effects tails like a long reverb or a long delay, when you mute it by hitting function and the track itself, it cuts off those effects tails, and I really wanted to leave them intact. So somebody actually turned me on to the trick of just holding down the track and hitting the stop button, which doesn't actually stop the sequencer at all. It just kind of mutes that track, but it leaves the effects tails intact. And so that was fantastic, and I did that for a while. But now that I'm working on some techno, I've noticed that if you have trigs laid across the sequencer, that trick only mutes that channel until the next trig comes in, which I guess makes perfect sense, but I wasn't really thinking along those lines. So let me demonstrate what I'm talking about here. I think, let's see, I guess I'll take a channel 7, and I'll put some glitch in there. I've got, let me go to, boom, boom. I'll put my entire drums mix on there so you can hear what that sounds like on here. And yep, exit. Now listen to the channel. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll go to slice this thing, and so I'll hold down track 7 and go to edit, and I'll go to slice, enter, and I'll create a slice grid, yes, and I'll do it to 32 slices, yep, just to give you an example of what's up. It's going to ask if I want to align markers to 0 crosses. It's a perfectly trimmed sample, so I could say no, but I'm going to say yes this time just because, and I'll throw some trigs in, and let's listen again. Ooh. Actually, I have to go to enter. Create slice grid. Yes, did that. Create linear locks. Absolutely. And okay, it's a little fast, but just for the sake of the demonstration, let's go to the delay, and let's make that into dark reverb, and I'll turn it into an effects send, and I'll turn the time way up, and I'll turn the mix up as well. Now listen. And if I mute it, it cuts everything off. What is that? Get out of there. So yeah, the effects tails are there, but when I mute it, they go away. Right? So what I can do is while it's playing, I'll hold the channel down and hit stop. And it basically does nothing because there's so many trigs, right? So now I'm going to hit function in clear to get rid of all those trigs. And on track 1, I have my kick drum. Now, a kick drum is something that you are definitely going to want to put all the trigs in the 4 on the floor position, especially for some techno, so that you can mute it in and out. But what you'll notice is that if I put a single trig in and make it a one-shot trig, that it plays, right? And just for the sake of the demonstration, I'll turn the effects feedback all the way up for the delay, and I'll turn the delay on. Now if I mute it, gone. But if I hit the stop button while holding the channel, whoops, it stays there. The kick drum is not there any longer. And then if I re-trig it, it kicks back in. So what I'm going to do in this next demonstration is I'm going to turn this this microphone off. I'm going to adjust the camera. I'm going to put it in front, and I'm going to demo some of these loops that I've been doing. And I want you to notice that what I've done is I've used a bunch of loops instead of trigs, okay? And I've also kept the length at 16 notes or 1 bar, okay? So that kind of, you think, what, a 1 bar sequencer? But when you're using one-shot trigs and you're arming them and able to mute them like I have been, it actually gives you an unlimited amount of bars, especially when you're using static machines that are streaming these off the card, you know. So in the end, yeah, it's pretty sweet. Just check out the second part of this video and see how I work things together. And then check out the links. Pick up your free effects pack that I put in there. A bunch of cinematic impacts and risers and things like that. Just a bunch of glitch. And then check out the eBay link and perhaps pick up the 20 techno templates that I have up on the bay for July 2016. And I hope everyone is having a fantastic summer, which is what I always say. And as I always say, be a blessing.